Give it the true shot. I want 7.5 million over my head, money hitting under my bed. Baby, let me talk about it, let me talk about it, let me talk about it. I'ma grind on heavy till the fam get fed. They gotta be good when I'm dead, man. Let me talk about it, let me talk about it, let me talk about it. I'ma grind on heavy till the fam get fed. They gotta be good when I'm dead, man. Let me talk about it, let me talk about it, let me talk about it.
So thank you all again for tuning in for another episode of In True Form. I'm your host, Corey Truesdale of One TrueShot Photography. I have a special guest with me today by the name of Donnae.
Donnae, thank you for saying it right.
Donnae Ward.
Yes.
Well, it's a pleasure to finally meet you again in person. We met in passing maybe 2 years ago.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3 years ago. We had something going on in Durham, North Carolina, where they do Black Arts in the Park. Or
Black August in the Park.
Black August in the Park. That was the first time that I was there.
Yeah.
And she was coming through with her little one, and I asked to take a picture. She liked her photo. She reposted it. Hey. And ever since then, we stayed connected on social media. I follow a lot of her stories, her posts, and you are one of the ones that I think in this area of North Carolina that is multifaceted.
Yeah, I was just going to say the random post.
Yeah.
To say you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, it's like, so one day she could be dancing. The other day she could be doing some yoga. The next minute she's dancing with a mask on for Halloween. Like that's been like a ritual. Is that like
I don't know what up. I just buy different masks and do dumb dance videos.
It's hilarious. So fun. When
comedic relief.
Yeah, and that's huge though, because if you don't mind me asking, you are a single mother. So you keeping that energy and that spunk for your child is highly important.
Yeah, it's finding joy. Like you really have to in this world.
Right.
You got to find joy wherever you can. So yeah, we have fun at home. He can't really dance.
How old is he again?
He's turning 5 tomorrow.
Happy early birthday.
That's my birthday too. That's the day I gave birth. Ali. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Ali.
Yes. So he's turning 5 tomorrow. But yeah, he we stay active, we dance, and we have fun at home.
Yeah,
so that's like one of the.
You said he can't dance?
He don't really be on beat. I think he meaning to do that to me. I don't know. I gotta get him together. He might be a dope dancer when he get older though. I hope so, because right now, what he doing, it ain't it. So we gonna work on that. We gonna work on it.
Let's go back for a second. So you are not from North Carolina.
I am not. I am from out of town.
You are from far out of town, where I'm actually visiting, going on a cruise with my granddad in the next month or two to the Bahamas.
Okay, yes. I am from the Bahamas, from the 242.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about that. So not only that, so let me rewind, because you know how some people be like, yeah, I'm from Jamaica. Okay, you from Jamaica? How long you lived in Jamaica? Only for 5 years. So you're really not from Jamaica.
Right.
You took a break at one point in your life. But you lived there for 19 years.
Oh, yeah. I was born and raised there.
So
I came here
as
an adult, yes.
How was that? What was that like? Let's talk about that for a second.
When people ask me, like, what's that like, I tell them it's kind of like growing up in the country, like in a small country town. Island life is like similar to country life, if that makes sense. Everybody know everybody. It's small. You got like, you know what I mean? You don't have as many resources, and as, capitalism isn't as grand like it is in the U.S. But yeah, it's just like growing up in a small place, and you just happen to have access to the beach everywhere. When you grow up there, you want something more. Like, when I came here, everybody was like, why would you move from paradise, right? And I'm like, but when you grow up there and you used to it, and you like, you want something different.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I love home. I would move back home, like, when I get older, but I wanted something a little bit more. But no, I appreciate where I come from, and like the upbringing that I've had. I think it has prepared me for a lot. But
That's
yeah,
good.
and I do love the beach. I've always been a beach girl. Like
I was about to say, like, how was that, like, leaving the natural
that's
water?
been really hard.
Yeah.
Because when I go now, when people be like, let's go to, we got Myrtle Beach, whatever, I'd be like, I ain't going in that water. It's nothing against, I'm just saying, like,
You know what's-
I'll sit on the sidelines and chill, but I'm like, y'all, I can't see
Can't
my
see
feet.
nothing in there, yup. I don't see
like that.
I don't see no fish or
Yeah,
nothing.
I don't like that. But I'll go for the vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nothing compares to, I mean, other people in the Caribbean will argue, but I don't think anything compares to our beaches.
Yeah.
The Bahamas has the most beautiful beaches. Like
What made you move?
for school.
Okay.
Just to do something different. And honestly, because I feel like low-key, and they'll say to this day they didn't, but my parents is really kicking me out. They'll say they wasn't, but they was.
What school did you go to?
I went to undergrad UNCG.
Okay.
Yeah, in Greensboro. I didn't know what Greensboro was. I literally Googled like schools with really good international programs.
Well, when you went there, what was you studying? What was your major?
I really wanted to study dance and theater when I came here.
Yeah.
But my father was like, I'm not going to pay for you to do that. Like, you have to find something else, and you could dance while you're there, but I'm not paying for it. So I had to finesse, like, okay, I always loved food and nutrition. I loved cooking. I thought I was going to be a chef at one point. So I was like, you know what, let me go and study nutrition, because I was really good at it. So I went to study nutrition, and I double majored in dance. But it was so much that I ended up dropping dance, like what I really wanted to do, and I just focused on. So I got my first bachelor's in nutrition and wellness. The second one was in dietetics, and my master's is in nutrition. So I do love food, because I like to eat it, I like to study it, I like to make it, yeah, but I really wanted to come here for, like, I don't know what, I thought I was going to be choreographing for Beyonce or something.
Hey, you never know.
I don't know.
You never know, man.
I think that ship has sailed, but.
Because how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I have to think, 36.
36 years old.
That's gone.
I don't know. Y'all don't see the dance moves that she put on.
Oh my God.
I know you used to watch Fatima. That used to be one of the one of the choreographers.
Yeah.
See, she was past the age of 36.
That's true.
And she was out there on stage with the best.
It might still be a time for me. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to, like, that's my dream was like dance and choreography. So I still had to just do it in a certain way, but I couldn't focus on it like I wanted to. And then the funds, like you say, he was like, I'll pay for it. He always was like, I'm going to pay for your first degree. Whatever you decide to do after that, if you decide to stay in America or whatever, that's on you. But my father promised me, he was like, I'm going to pay for your first degree. And he did. So.
Why was they against the dance? Did they have dance in their family, household? That
they were against? Well, for one, he was like, you can do so much more, and they were afraid that I would be stuck, like I wouldn't be able to make the money or have the, because a lot of people talk about they want to go move to America to pursue dance and just whatever, so they didn't think it was sustainable, and they were like, you need to make money,
right?
So but that was basically what it is. So then I had to change that and say, okay, how do I still get my fill of dance without focusing so much on it? And that's how I got into fitness. Yeah. Because people love to dance and they want to work out. So I got into that, like, okay, I'm going to teach dance fitness-wise. I'm going to start teaching classes. So I was able to still kind of get a little bit of it, but not really performing.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to be. Yeah.
So you moving from the Bahamas at 19 years old. World change. I know it was a complete lifestyle change. No friends.
No.
So
no family.
You were a loner. So how was that? What was that like? You trying to fit in? Being in college, like it wasn't like you moved during elementary time, like some kids do. And you moved as an adult.
As an adult. Although it's 19, even adults.
Yeah, it's almost like it if you're on your own.
Yeah, I guess. I feel like it was. For one, when I moved, so the way that UNCG does their like orientation, international students come like 2 weeks before like American students come. So I was with the international students, but then a lot of them were like exchange where they were going to go back. So when the American students came, I was like, you know what, I need to start like integrating with them because I'm actually going to be here for 4 years. I need to be. So I just I requested to move into another dorm because they put all the international students in one dorm, and I was like, hey, do you mind if I go to another dorm where like, I want to like be in the mix, and they let me transfer, and that's how I started making friends with Americans.
What they used to call you back in the day? What would they nickname to you?
They have
Bahamas girl.
They didn't say Bahamas. What they say?
Island girl.
I think it was Island Girl.
Yeah.
Because it was the first time I experienced snow. And I was like, oh, I don't like this.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I thought I was going to like it.
I still don't like the snow.
I thought I was going to like it because I was like, ooh, it's going to be different. I went and got some cute snow, you know what I mean, clothes. And the minute I was outside, I was like, y'all, I going back outside.
So you didn't even really get a chance to see the snow because you was in North Carolina.
I had enough. I've seen enough over the years.
New York and
No.
Boston,
No.
those Chicago.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
I'm good.
You would lose it if you was in those type of.
I don't even understand how Caribbean people go to New York.
Right.
Because there's so many of us. Why y'all over there?
It's the city.
In that.
It's the city.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you don't know who you're gonna meet. You can meet somebody from LA.
That weather.
I know it.
So no, I was like, it's a no for me. But no, I just made friends with with just like Americans, and then like one of my friends be like, hey, you want to come to my family for Thanksgiving and stuff. So that's how you do it.
They was getting you out.
Yeah. I actually had some dope people who kind of like helped me, and then just finding my own way, because I've always been like even before the reason I came at 19 is because a year before that I lived in South America for a while. So I've always just been like, I'm gonna just go somewhere and I'm gonna find my way. Yeah. So
nothing to do with military. And see, that's another thing. A lot of people move and they be like, oh, you a military kid. I just came from Bahamas.
I just was like, I'm gonna live here. I joined a dance company in South America. I was living my life. I went to school there. I had to learn Spanish. That was just me. I'm not that way now as much. I don't know if life kind of made me settle, but I always was like, I'll just move here. I'll just go here. I'll figure it out.
What you like back at home growing up? Was you like the little family member that everybody like, get up, Donnae, do that dance. They always get you dancing in front of family.
And mind you, back then I didn't care because I loved to perform.
Get up and do it.
There's a tape cassette tape, because I tell you how old we are, right? There's a cassette tape I was listening to that my father had, and he was just playing, because he plays the piano. Okay. My whole family is like really into music and stuff. He played, and he was just playing, and mind you, I'm singing a song, I don't know the words, but I was getting it.
You could hear it? Was it a video cassette?
It wasn't. It was just like you could just hear it. You couldn't see it. Okay. And he just playing, and he's like, all right, and I'm just singing. I don't know what I'm singing, but I'm singing though.
That's dope.
That's just how. And to this day, when I go home, sometimes he just be there, and I just like, because they used to make me sing in church too.
Oh, you was in the choir?
Like, no, like him playing, and they used to be like, go up there and sing My Help solo, and that used to piss me off. But
see now. It goes back to what we were talking about earlier. You're multifaceted. So if you wouldn't mind telling the world all the things that you do out here in the city. I want to hear you run it off. So it's not a particular segment, but it might pour into one later on down the line. But you know how we always say, give the flowers. I'm still alive. Pop your collar a little bit.
Oh my God.
I need you to tell the world what you actually doing. Like, you doing a lot of big things and some dope stuff around the area. Yeah. It means a lot to certain individuals.
So let's see. I guess I'm gonna start with my job. So I am the health equity coordinator.
Okay.
And this position was created. This is a new position that was created with the Advanced Community Health. Okay. It's a shared role with the Southeast Raleigh Y. So a lot of people know me from working at the Y. We just celebrated 5 years of being open. So there's the Y of the triangle, but then there's the Southeast Raleigh Y. Very community-oriented, purpose-built model. We do a lot of community stuff. Because I don't know if you know, like Southeast Raleigh area is a lot of health disparities in that area. Yep. So a lot of the work that I'm doing now with health equity is diabetes prevention and management, because that's like one of the super high disparity, and also hypertension. So that's kind of like my two focus areas. So I feel like everything that I'm doing now is like how wellness intersects with social justice. We cannot talk about any of the things going on if we don't talk about race and what's happening. So that's just where I'm at. You know what I mean? So health equity is like, how are people getting access? How are they advancing? What are we doing for people to actually be able to be healthier? So that's like my day job. That position was created. So I'm very grateful that they saw the vision. The CEO was like, because I actually had presented to just be on a contract. I used to do a lot of contract work. And he was like, nah, I'm going to hire you full time. So I was like, you know what? and that is fine because that sounds like some benefits. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. So then there's that. That's like day to day. I teach classes. I love teaching. Like that's like where.
What type of classes do you teach?
I teach a load and lift class.
Okay.
It's a strength class. I teach yoga.
Okay.
Dance class when I can. So any type of the ladies heal classes, I can't post too much of that online because that's people business.
Yeah.
Their cheeks be out. So you know how that is. So any type of, honestly, like in any capacity, I tell people always laugh. I say, I'm doing this ratchet to righteous type thing. Mm-hmm. So I could do the fun twerk classes, but then I'm also doing like self-care Sunday meditation and mindfulness and stuff. So it's like,
it puts it all together.
Yeah.
But you meet so many different people.
Mm-hmm. I do.
I know you get those women that they don't get that type of attention outside, and they come to you as like a friend. Sometimes like a family member. Yeah,
it's like a very supportive, because you have women who are like, you never hear people say deep down every woman want to be a stripper. Kind of.
Yeah, sometimes
you know what I mean? I really, like, women want an outlet where they could feel free and not be judged. Yeah. Because we kind of do this thing where you become a mother or you become a wife or something, and you just feel like that's just my role and I can't be a woman. Yep. So I create spaces where, like, this is a space for you to be a woman, which is why it's a women-only space. Yeah.
Building confidence. You're building structure, like, you getting people their big chest,
exactly. And then like a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, like sexual wellness and stuff like that. We doing workshops and stuff so women could know, like, it's okay for you to actually have pleasure in your life. You know what I mean? Yeah. So workshops and stuff like that. I do make hair oils
really?
And face serums.
For the locks?
Yes, for the locks. Okay. I do. So I should have bring you one. I didn't even think about it.
I'm trying to think what happened there. Whenever some people come on podcasts, they do bring gifts.
Listen.
And they'd be like, hey, I appreciate you letting me come on
I'm surprised I brought myself. But I got you.
That's what's up.
That actually was carrying me through the pandemic. Really? I had my customers, and I was making their hair oils and stuff like that. So I do still have that.
With you being into the nutrition and wellness and all that, the good stuff to put in the.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I was actually always good at chemistry when I was growing up. That was like I was like top in my class with chemistry. So like putting stuff together and figuring, like, oils and stuff. And then, like, a lot of products, I didn't like what it was doing. So I was like, I'm going to make my own.
That's the move.
Yeah.
And I support a lot of those type of business. I love hair mist, rose water.
I know.
I love that type
natural
of stuff.
Natural stuff.
And people always ask me, they're like, your hair looks really good. I'm like,
your locks look good. They flourishing.
I take care of my locks. This is another body.
Yeah. People think, like, let me grow locks, so that means I ain't got to do my hair.
No, you still got to take care of your hair.
Exactly. You still got to
spray your hair every night. Well, I like to spray mine in the morning before I go out, because the sun is going to be beaming on my head.
Oh, yeah.
And so you got to feed it. Yeah. And then you put the oils in every 2 to 4 days. Yeah, you don't have to do it every day. OD on it, because that's when you're going to get the
build up. Yeah. So I have that business. I do personal train, so I do have some clients that I work with.
Now you do personal training for yoga or dance or fitness?
For fitness.
Okay.
So for fitness and mobility.
Okay.
So I'm very big on mobility and stretching, because a lot of people, they're active, but they lack range of motion and mobility. And you find that
falling all the time.
Yes. Listen, not only that, like, even people who are, like, you think are super active because they deadlifting and doing all of this, they actually, like, really lack mobility. Yep. And we need that as we age. Is very important. Yeah. So even, like, same thing I tell a lot of women, like, to enjoy, I mean, just to be real, like, pleasure and everything, you have to be mobile. Yep. So I do a lot of things with mobility.
In the bed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that ain't fun. Okay, that's not fun. Like, don't do that.
All right, I'm done with that position. Hey, babe, that was just 2 positions. I'm done. We to the next.
They lack endurance and mobility. They need to get it together.
Yep. So that's true.
But seriously, like, as we age, like, I have older clients and stuff too who are like, people don't realize, like, little things that we do when you get injured, like reaching back, twisting, doing stuff like that's important. You need to, you got to keep up with that.
All those videos where people be coming out of their house and they got the Ring doorbell, be showing them falling down the steps.
Oh my God.
Or when they're coming home from work or something and they
simple fall and
their leg all the way up. Like, that's that hip mobility and stuff like that, man.
Yeah. People take it for granted.
Yeah, I get it. People be wondering why they're so sore when they work out after a long period of time, and sometimes it's those muscles that you don't use no more.
Right,
so.
and also people getting into the mindset of every time you go to the gym, you do not have to hit weights hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need active recovery.
Yep.
Sometimes it's just a day for you to do some static stretching and do some things, because people be like, that ain't enough for me. I need to. I'm like, your body needs rest.
Like they got to sweat every time they go to the gym.
So
that's a strong point. A lot of people don't think of it like that. I mean, I still work out. I don't work out as much as I used to because I'm getting older, but I still make sure I'm always active.
Yeah.
And but a lot of people, I be telling people, like, if you are always used to doing 1 hour, 30 minutes, just go to the gym and do 10, 15.
Yeah.
And you might want to actually stay there a little bit longer if you have in your mind you're going there for something light.
Yeah.
Instead of something heavy.
That's what I'm saying.
So.
Like, give your body some rest. So the personal training, I do, like I say, teaching in any capacity. So not just the fitness, but I used to teach at Central. I was a professor there, like adjunct. So I do enjoy doing things like that. I teach adults like the diabetes management classes and stuff like that. So nutrition. I do cooking classes.
Okay.
So it's just like a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
and then
man.
I have a child. That's a job.
Happy birthday, Allie.
Right. I got him. I got him. But that's a job. That is definitely a job that I don't know what. I feel like I am confident in every other area but that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Still don't.
We're going to take a really quick break. Hopefully one day I'll be able to have like some of her products to share on like an ad. This episode of In True Form is brought to you by Super Deodorant. The aluminum-free, fragrance-free deodorant that actually works. You just put this under your armpits. Promise you. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're on stage or in the gym or chasing purpose, Super Deodorant has your back and your pits. No harsh chemicals, no irritation, just confidence that lasts. Visit superdeodorant.com/intrueform. And if you sign up today, you'll get 10% off your first order. Smell less, do more. Peace. Hey, so I'm an ambassador for the Lock Goddess.
Oh,
Nia, the Lock Goddess product.
Okay, so you get free products then?
Not yet. I get a discount, but I'm trying to get in touch with her so she can send some free products, and I can have that joint like right here, like. I'm an ambassador for 2 products, waist beads.
So you should have bought
the waist beads.
Well, I got them on.
Yeah.
And then the Love Us brand, I don't know if you heard about them. They make shirts and stuff for like us, Black people. So I'm a brand ambassador for that. I do get free stuff.
Where's the beads? You want to show the beads?
I mean, I could show. I don't know if you could really see the beads.
What's it called?
These beads.
These beads.
These beads. See, I got a lot.
And what's the name of the company?
These beads, these.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my homegirl.
Okay.
So she sends me.
What's her name?
Victoria. Shout out.
Shout out to Victoria.
Victoria Stark. So I'm a brand ambassador for that.
Yeah. What else?
And then Love Us brand is his name is Chris. So he does really good quality shirts about love is not toxic. Always walk in confidence. He got like a
shirt.
Yeah, and it's for it's for us.
Okay.
He say he's working on a shirt now with a woman with locks, because the one I have, the woman got an afro.
Okay.
So so that's the 2 brands. They be giving me free
What's
stuff.
What's his name?
Chris.
Chris, shout out to Chris. I expect to have a shirt so we can have you on to talk about how'd you start to get to the industry of selling shirts.
Because he's been doing good.
That's really good.
I mean, he always send me my stuff, so I can't complain.
That's awesome, man. Well, Donnae, we're going to jump right into a few questions.
Okay.
And one of the first ones I do want to bring up to you, because I know we touched on a few things earlier, is how did the move from the Bahamas to school influence your educational journey, ultimately leading you to earn 2 bachelor's degrees and a master's degree?
So the goal was always to get the first bachelor's, like I said. The journey was, like I say, it switched from what I wanted to do initially in terms of like just being like full-time dance. And I actually did enjoy learning more about nutrition and wellness. So I don't have regrets on that. And I think that because I said, okay, I can't do the full-time dance thing because it was too much. Like the dance program there was very intense, and double major was like, I mean, it was just too much. So getting into nutrition and wellness, I was still able to say, okay, well, how do I still, remember I mentioned like get that dance feel, is like I went into becoming a fitness instructor. So I did it that way. Then I thought I wanted to be a dietitian. I thought I did. So which is why I went and got another bachelor's at North Carolina Central University. I don't love school. Let me tell you something. I don't. I really don't.
I just wake up and be like, I'm about to go and get another degree real quick. I'll be back in a minute.
Because, and then I had to finesse it. I was like, dude, so I don't know if you work for the state, they pay for 3 classes a year. So then I was like, okay, well, let me work for Central and get school paid for. Got the bachelor's thinking I was going to become a dietitian. I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So I did all of that.
You can't even get mad at work. Like, you be like, I hate y'all, but y'all paying for my school.
I know.
You gotta just suck it up.
Yeah, for real. So then, like, did that, and I'm like, well, I don't want to go into that. I became a personal trainer and everything. I was doing that, got into employee wellness. Then I was like, okay, I want my master's, because I felt like at the time, it seemed like at the time, like you needed to have a master's to get the kind of job you wanted. It didn't even matter what you had it in.
Right.
I love nutrition. I was good at it. I was like, I'll just get a master's in nutrition.
Just like that.
Yeah, so I did that. Yeah. I don't know. I actually went back to school too, maybe like 2 years ago, to become a therapist.
Mental health therapist.
For mental health, so clinical mental health.
And you didn't pursue that?
I ended up withdrawing or dropping out, however you want to say it,
because you're still a therapist and you're working out.
If you think about if you think about, I actually, when I spoke to another therapist, she said, don't feel as if like, you know, you have to get this other degree in order. She said, you're already helping people, you're already in the field. So I ended up withdrawing because I was getting stressed out. So.
Like, what's up, girl? You wasn't doing the jumping jacks today the same way. I got a lot of stuff going on at home.
And you know what? And they gonna say it.
And they gonna tell you everything.
There was one time, one of my clients came in, and I was like, all right, girl, we gonna warm up on the Stairmaster, whatever. And then she just started crying.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I guess we're not doing that.
Life just hit.
What's going on? Yeah. So you do become automatically as a trainer, or even like people who like your loctician or whatever, you start to like, you become you
let it out. Yeah. Like you just start letting everything out. But I get it.
You become the therapist, so.
I get it, man.
Yeah.
Let me see. So going a little bit further back, at 19, you made a major move to the Bahamas, North Carolina. But what was the transition like? You know, we mentioned earlier about the fitting in and things like that. But what were some of the biggest lifestyle and cultural differences that you experienced?
That's a good question. When I moved, it was the year that Barack Obama was elected as president. So that was like that was 2008.
Almost
that was
perfect timing.
Yeah, it was like, And so I remember being just in awe of how much that impacted the black people here, because I grew up in a predominantly black nation. We always had we don't have presidents, we have prime ministers. That's always been representation. Our cabinet has always been black. Like our people have always looked like our people.
That's deep,
But then I see how much how important that was for people here. And I think like the biggest transition for me was belonging, like being a part of like the same movement, to know like you're not separate from what black people here in America are facing. You know how some and I'm gonna say it because it be true. Some foreigners come here and they just be thinking that they different and separate from everybody else. And I'm like, no, you're not. You still black. Like you still, when you here, you still black. Like, and I don't think like a lot of them have that mentality. Some of them even think that they better than. I ain't going. You see what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, and that's like, you need to understand the history of what has happened to people here in this country before you could like make assumptions. And I feel like that was the biggest lifestyle change for me. I didn't realize how bad, like, you know, racism exists, but you don't realize how bad it is until you come as a person with black skin to live in America. It's completely different. Completely different feel. You really see what's happening to people there, and you'd be like, first of all, I could see why y'all would be angry as hell. And then you start to understand, like, wait, I didn't realize how much of it mirrored what was going on in my country. Because racism is global. Like, anti-blackness is global. Like, that's just what it is. Colonialism
It's still,
is like, you
Ain't
see,
going
then
nowhere.
you're like, wait a minute. Now this makes sense because the British, the Bahamas ain't become independent until 1973. Like, you know what I mean? That's like, yeah, so that was probably the biggest cultural shift, is like learning like that was going on and seeing that.
Yeah.
And once you, what they say, once you start waking up, you can't turn that off. Yeah. So.
You can't, man. So we talked about this off camera. You previously had your own brand called Hey Donnae.
Yeah.
What motivated you to start it, and what personal or professional lessons did you take from that experience? Because it's no longer around anymore.
I know.
You care to dive into that a little bit?
Yeah, it's so Hey Donnae was like a wellness brand of like all my workshops and things because I was doing this stuff, but I didn't have like a LLC, so I wanted to be LLC'd. So it was like the personal training, the nutrition workshops, the fitness stuff. So I just needed a brand for it, and I named it Hey Donnae because I was doing so many different things. I didn't want to say fitness something or nutrition, so it was just my name. And then not only that, I liked people be like, Hey Donnae, and I just was like, oh, that's a good name for a business.
Yeah.
So I had started it, but like I said, all of this is kind of like before my son, and just the business part of things is like what overwhelms me, and keeping up with stuff is, I think I just was like, I can't do this no more. So I kind of like let it go.
Is that something you want to bring back?
I think so. I do want to bring it back, but I need help. I need people I need to start reaching out to people who know, I need a team, because doing this by yourself is not.
You can't do nothing by yourself.
No,
so that's why my push is to eventually not have to film this all by myself.
Right.
It's to have a team.
You need a team. Intern or something.
Something, man.
Something. Yeah.
Today, Donnae, you're a powerful intersection in between health and social justice. What fuels your passion for health, equity, and what impact are you most proud of for yourself right now?
Man, what fuels it? Unfortunately, what fuels it is all of these health disparities, and to see what's going on. To see how Black people are treated in this country. Like, because all of this is going to impact your health. If you don't, if you're not making enough to feed your family, like, you know what I mean? You can't even find work, or you living in a food desert, you don't have access to healthy food, it's going to impact your health. It's going to impact your mental health, your physical health. And I feel like what fuels me too is thinking about, are people being put in a place of chronic stress?
Right.
So acute stress is one thing. I be telling my class about this. Like, acute stress is like, oh man, there's traffic, right? You know, but that goes away.
It's minor stuff.
Minor stuff. You know, you're gonna get stressed out, like wedding coming up, you're
like
planning.
stopping for gas.
Whatever. Like, I don't know what we eating tonight. Now I gotta go. Whatever. That's like minor stuff is gonna go away. But if you live in a constant chronic stress, that's gonna impact your health overall. That could actually give you, that could actually give you type 2 diabetes. That could actually put you in a state of really being sick, because it's just a chronic stress. Your body just releasing cortisol. Your body just like, our liver, I don't want to be too nerdy.
No. But put your glasses on.
Right. We have stored glucose, because glucose is what we use to fuel everything. So stored glycogen is going to be released when the body thinks it needs it. If you're in a chronic state of stress, your body is thinking that you need glucose. If you're releasing it, but your body doesn't really need it, you're just storing it in the blood. And that's how people get sick. Like, you're just raising your cortisol and A1C without even knowing it. So that's why people say stress can make you sick.
So what's the remedy behind that? What's your number one remedy for those that have a everyday stress? What is one thing that they can do every day that doesn't require much heavy lifting?
Okay, because
no pun intended with the workout.
I know, right?
But like, what can? All right, so we're just gonna use me for an example. But I don't stress every day. But just say if I woke up and just be like, oh, here we go.
Right.
What are you gonna tell me? Like, you pop up like those angels be on like TV shows. You're on the shoulder. The good you on the shoulder with the
first thing is going to be what you just did. That's not how you should start your day.
Okay.
So no matter what your circumstances are, and everybody's so different, I can't dismiss. I'm very empathetic of what other people are going through. You have to wake up. Remember, I was talking about finding joy.
Right.
There has to be something every day that you could say that this is the one thing I'm looking forward to make me happy. Even if it's something that you don't have to pay for. Something. It has to be music. Just being able to call somebody that you know you could make you laugh. Seeing a funny video. It has to be something that you could depend on to make you happy. And collectively, like when you think about that, that's how you find joy, because the Black experience just can't be trauma. You got to find some joy and resilience. So that's what I would tell for people. And then people like me, of course, are trying to fight systems to help people. But like individually, like you have to think like, what is something that I could do to make myself happy? What's something I can look forward to?
How do you turn it off though? So what I mean by that is you deal with all these different range of emotions from different people. You don't have the regular people. You got your regular folks that you train. Yeah. But you go into different rooms and different aspects. What are you doing to make sure you don't take in all of that from everybody else?
That's a good question.
Being a single mom. Yeah. And sometimes feeling like it's just you. Yeah. How do you turn it? How does, where is your happy space, your happy medium?
My happy space is it will always be dance. It's always going to go back to dance. And I feel like I've been like, my happy space is when I could do something where I don't have to do something for somebody else. So for example, like now that I've been getting back into my, going to like these dance meetups and meeting people and stuff like that. And then people will DM me like, oh, you teaching this or you going to do it? And I'm like, no, this is for me. Right. I'm not teaching it. I'm literally going there to enjoy myself and cut my brain off where I don't have to worry about nobody else. So for me, I think that's what I have to do to cut it off. Like, Donnae, what is something you do and you're not trying to make money from it? You just trying to like vibe and not have to worry about it. So that's one thing. And then like getting into my spirituality, like really like leaning on my faith. Yeah. It is hard to cut a lot of the stuff I'm doing off because I get so passionate about it. I don't know if you know, I'm like, I'm ready to, every time. Like every time, but I do have to cut it off. I love traveling. So I love to travel. I have to take the break. I have to like set boundaries and say when I'm traveling and I'm on my break, I'm not answering no emails. I'm not answering no calls. And so it's hard, but I feel like I'm getting better at it. Yeah.
That's good. I always like to ask that type of question for people like you because you are considered a servicer. Like you service people in the area, you service people. So sometimes the server, you forget about themselves.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
I had to ask that question. How do you use movement as a form of healing and empowerment for yourself and others? Oh,
it's like if I wasn't moving my body, I'd be insane. Like seriously, I wish that everybody could see the power of moving your body. And there's so many different ways to do it. Yeah. Like for me, I'm like it's how I feel. Like today I feel like doing yoga. Today I feel like dancing. Yeah. Today I feel like lifting. Like because we have the privilege to be able to move and do different things, I could not imagine it, like not moving my body. So I try to meet people where they are to help them find what that looks like for them. Because you'll always have people, what do people do? They focus on what they can't do. I can't do that, girl, my back hurt, this, whatever. I say, no, let's focus on what you can do. Because I had a lady who say, every time I try to do any type of movement, whatever, my equilibrium is off, whatever. And I'm like, okay, sit down. Right. Sit in the chair. Let's see what you could do. And that's the problem too. I feel like we live in a world where people feel like they have to do so much in terms of moving their body when they don't. Ain't nobody telling you to do CrossFit. Right. Okay.
Right. They always feel like you got to go hard.
You don't have to go hard. So I see people with canes and walkers in the Y still coming to get their movement in. That's so great. You could find something that you could do. Yeah. I really do. People realize like taking care of your body, like the way you move your body, the way you feed yourself, even what you take in, like how powerful that is and how revolutionary that is actually for yourself. Like that's like a revolutionary act of self-care. Yeah. And I do want more people to tap into that.
That's good, man. Do I want to ask this question? This is a hard one. No, I'm just messing with you.
Not a hard one. What?
How has your definition of success evolved over the years? What does that look like to you now? Because you've been doing this for how many years now? You've been multifaceted for how long?
I mean, from before I came here.
Yeah, but I'm saying like digging into these people's lives.
I feel like that really started in 2008.
So from 2008 to now, what does success look like for you?
Now, I can tell you what I thought it was. Before it was get this money. Right. That's what I thought it was. But honestly, success looks to me now that flexibility and being able to get paid to do what I love. You don't feel like you're working.
Right.
Like, I love doing this. I would be doing this for free. Like, let's say I just happen to meet a man, I don't know, you could tell them, like, you know, who got a lot of money, like, you know, want to take care of me. I still will work.
Right.
Because I love doing this. Like, it's just, so that's success to me. It's like being able to do what you love. You don't think it's work. You know, people like, I can't imagine waking up and hating my job.
Yeah.
Like, I literally had a job. I was there for 4 months because they were stressing me out. I was like, I'm gonna find a way. I was struggling for a while, but I was like, this ain't it.
Yeah.
It can't be. So doing things at the expense of my mental health, I'm like, nah. No, so success is like being at a good, you know, you can never be in full balance, but being able to be passionate, do what I love, and be authentic.
Right.
I can't work for a company or people that I can't show up as myself.
Yeah.
I've learned that over the years too. That's success to me.
Yeah.
I don't need $1 million. I just need enough money to make sure I could take care of my son, pay my bills, and travel. I need that money to travel. I need that
vacation time.
I need that vacation time.
Yep.
So
I get it.
That's success. Yeah. For real.
How does what's next? What's in the future for you going forward? So what's going to be? I don't want to say like that big break, that big deal. But what is it that you're like? This is what I'm shooting for. This is where I see next year or the next 6 months. Do you set short-term goals for yourself, or do you set long-term goals?
I do set, I think I set more short-term goals. I know that there's some certifications that I'm looking to complete. There's a lot of things at work that I'm trying to, like, because it's a new position, I'm building the foundation. So I think that I'm in that mindset of like building. So let's just say I decide that I don't want to be there anymore, that a foundation is there. You should always be able to leave a legacy because it ain't about me.
Right.
It's about like the work. So I feel like that's probably more of my goals have been work. Related. I know that's not, you know. I'm with you. But yeah.
I understand.
More of my goals too have been just kind of like doing things by myself. Where I used to be like, oh, if I don't have a friend or something to do this with, I'm not going to go. But now I'll just go by myself to different things. So maybe that's where I am right now.
That's what's up. So as we close this great episode out, I do ask my guest my very special question. For In True Form, we all know it's all about authenticity, resilience, and stepping into your purpose. What does being in true form mean to Donnae, and how do you embody that in your daily life?
Oh my God, that's everything. That literally means everything. I'll tell you, being authentic. I'm very fortunate that I feel like I wake up every day and I could just be myself. Yeah. Like, I think that that's what else can you ask for when you don't have to be something else?
Right.
And then the sense of alignment that when you are yourself and you start to align with people that you're supposed to, like, I was just like, man, I wish I knew this before. I wish I would stop pretending to be something that I didn't have to do that, because then you're not going to be in alignment with where you need to be. So that means everything to me. Alignment is everything in every aspect of my life. Like, I'm just like, if it don't make no sense, let it go.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Well, let everybody know where they can follow you at.
Oh my God. So on Instagram, probably on Instagram too much, but at Hey Donnae, HeyDonnae. Hey Donnae is kind of like that's my email too. HeyDonnae@gmail. I'm trying to get into TikTok. My TikTok is Sunny D, because that used to be my DJ name. I forgot to tell you I used to DJ.
Oh my God.
But anyway.
Everything. Jeez.
So yeah.
All the caps.
But the best way is Instagram, through Instagram. Yeah.
Hey, well, again, we appreciate you all for tuning in with this very special episode. Y'all go follow Donnae and follow One True Shot Photography as well. I appreciate you again.
Thank you
for showing up.
Yeah.
It's good seeing you.
Appreciate you.
Y'all have a good one. Peace out.